Yo everybody, we are back here again today for another exciting video. Back here in our franchise mode, the Burnaby Brush expansion team here. The last episode we had a pretty tumultuous second regular season. Things got a little bit crazy. Things were getting very close to us not making the playoffs. But we did. In the end, we make the playoffs, which is good. And we go up against Winnipeg here, as you can see, in our very first, round. We've beaten Winnipeg before. Obviously, our team looked much different than it does now. We'll see if we can do it this year. We'll see if we can take Winnipeg out. So it's 1-1 going into the third period. I'm nervous, man. We got a power play here for Winnipeg. Doesn't really look like they're going to get much done on it. I'm waiting to kind of see who's going to score here. It looks like the shots are going pretty back and forth. I can't really tell. Gustafsson gets one right at the end, and then Wheeler puts the nail in the coffin there with 9 seconds left and ends it. I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous about how this season's going to go for us. I don't want to play the game. No, stop. Back it up. I'm nervous that we're not going to have a great playoff run. 2-2 after the first period and 3-3 after the second. I mean, it's close. We're keeping it quite close, but not really close enough, if I'm being honest. They go on the power play here. They're bound to score one here eventually. They've just been railing the shots on our goalie. Oh, they've gotten so many shots. And we're going to OT here. Ooh, power play. Ooh. Back and forth here on the power plays. We've got a 5-on-3, back to a 5-on-4. Our power play team sucks balls. Hello? Double overtime. And Guryanov, one of our young bucks, scores us that last goal in double overtime for the win. Good work by young man Guryanov there. Thank God for that. Thank God for that goal. We go down 2-0. 4-1 finish there, getting hammered by Winnipeg. This round in the playoffs, they don't want to fall apart like they did last time. They don't want to give us another playoff round. They don't want the Burnaby Brush to be the Winnipeg Kryptonite. And it looks they're just coming in on all cylinders. This could be a first round exit for us here, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. But I think this is the same situation we were in against them last time. Down 3-1, and we had to make a comeback of 3 games straight, and we did it. We did do it. Ooh. And we're on the road to doing it here as we get a 6-3 W. Guryanov was a little bit upset with himself because of some individual performance issues, which we'll keep an eye on for sure, but good game there. We come out swinging. I'm actually pretty impressed. 1-1 here. Let's see if we can keep our dreams alive. 32-17 are the shots. Make that 34, 35, 36, 38. Landeskog scores one. Kadri scores one. 41-22 are the shots. We have hammered them offensively this game. Miller gets one. And boom. That's that. That is yet another fantastic W there. Going to Game 7 against Winnipeg here. We got this. We have this in the bag. We have been here against Winnipeg before. Oh! I simmed because I thought it was over for us. Landeskog, Bratt, Kadri, and Perron with making up 4 goals here in that final period. And we just sneak by the Winnipeg Jets there in Game 7. Now we will kind of simulate up a couple days just to kind of see, and we are playing Dallas here, who also had gone to a Game 7. So we'll see if we can maybe wreak havoc here against Dallas. 1-1 after the first, 3-1 after the second, to a 5-2 final. So you'll notice that this episode, I'm not slow simming the third periods as much. It was honestly super fun to do it in the last time we were in the playoffs, but just in case we don't make a cup run, which I'm nervous in this one that we won't, I want to make sure that we have time for the other parts of the off season in this episode. So I just want to make sure that we can do that. So a 4-1 loss there in Game 2. It's looking like this playoff season is going to be quite a close one for us. I don't even think we ended up sweeping anybody last year in the playoffs either. I'm certainly not expecting it from us this year either. Yeah, we are having a difficult time here against Dallas, but I mean we've been in bad situations against literally every team at this point, or at least against Winnipeg in the playoffs so far. We've been in these difficult spots, not in spots as difficult as this though. Oof, 7-3, and is that the 3-1 down? Is that the 3-1 down, or is it? That is the 3-1 down. We've just officially lost 3 straight there. Dallas could take us out here. They really could. We're now negative in the playoffs. 1-0, 2-1, and we will slow slim this one. I do believe that we can tie it up. I really do. We're getting so many shots, but just nobody being able to score. Klingberg dings one through, and that looks like it will be the end of our playoff run this year. Another disappointing end to the season. This one, though, I will admit, I wasn't coming into this playoff expecting us to get very far. Our team is honestly in shambles right now, which is something that I think we're going to be able to work on quite handily here for the next season. I'm hoping so anyway. I'm hoping that that's how that'll work out for us. I don't really know for sure how that's potentially going to look. Florida wins the cup there, and we have a little bit of a bigger kind of salary cap available for ourselves here. Arizona wins the lottery, going from 4th to 1st here in the draft. And we actually have a first-round pick this year, so I'm excited to see how that goes. We'll see who retired here. Hopefully nobody from our team. Spezza's gone, Suter's gone, Eriksson, Zajac, Backus, Kessler, UC Jokinen, Lucic, Seabrook is gone, Bouwmeester's gone, Matt Molson's gone, Chris Russell, Coburn, Brian Boyle, Andy Green, Korpikoski, Mueller, Garrison, Bolesky. Wow, there's actually quite a few kind of notable NHLers there that quite a few notable NHLers that have kind of retired this year. That was a lot of people. Kind of sad to see, but we're now in 2022. So when is our pick? We picked 21st, so pretty close to the end of our let's see. So Terry is who they're telling us to take. Ooh. Okay, let me back out here. They want me to take Terry. Do we trust in our scouts? Please don't screw me, scouts. Top 4D, a medium top 4D, I'll actually take that. It wasn't a medium elite in Snyder there, but I will certainly take that out. Now we do not have a pick until the 5th round. What a shafting. But I think that means that Zykov here, this could be an interesting pickup. Oh, we took a gamble there and bit the bullet. I think we got to stop taking gambles in this series. Oh, that one hurt. Oh my god, this draft is awful. We don't have another pick. Oh my god, that was bad. It's okay though, because we got Terry. Yay. Jesus Christ, you've got to be throwing me through a freaking loop right now. All my coaches are just dunzo. All right, so we are now at the beginning of the re-sign phase, and I don't think we have that many people that we need to give a contract to. Okay, I lied to you. I lied to you a lot. We have so many contracts to give, but we have 47 million in caps. Oh my god, our whole team is due. Here I was thinking that we had nobody to re-sign. Our whole team needs a contract. 8 million. Oh, Kadri, buddy, you've got to be playing games with me. Now, Raquel, that is an offer I would definitely do. We'll give Raquel an offer. Perron, what are you thinking? Oh, I want you. I don't know. Perron had a good season last year. Okay, let's give Ekholm a contract there. Like to give Guryanov a contract. 2 million, I'll definitely give him that. Shaw can eat my cheeks. He can absolutely screw off. He can have a great time in the minors. He's a pizza garbage. Same thing with our... Actually, how much does Simmons want? 1.925 mil. I'll give him that. Jasper Bratt, 1.25 mil. I'll give him that. Foigl, give him that. Big old Warren, my guy. Hino Straza. I probably won't give you that. Nudivara. I quite like my boy Nudivara. He's been pretty clutch for us in kind of in our playoff area. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that. Terry could be an interesting purchase. We have 2 Terrys that are both defensemen. So we've got the Terry gang up in here. Is one of the Terrys... So that Terry's going to become a UFA. I think I'll just let him go to free agency, to be honest. I'm not all that worried about him. Hino Straza... I mean, we have so much cap. Why not give these guys some offers? Perron and Kadri are the guys that I'm worried about the most. I would love to give Kadri an offer, but for as much money as Kadri wants, I'm not sure if that's what I would like to do. Nudivara didn't want to renew, and it looks like... So Nudivara and Hino Straza are the only 2 that decided not to renew there. So let's have a little look-see here and see kind of how many... how much money we have. We still have 32 million in cap. Okay, so I'll give... What about 2.1 for Hino? And 2.35 for Nudivara. Don't have anybody really down here. I mean, I didn't even know Smith needed a qualifying offer. I'll be sure to give him one. I don't really care whether we re-sign Terry or not. He's been nothing super important to us as of right now. Perron, I would like to give a contract to. And Kadri, to have him that long for that much money... okay, let's just advance another day and see what we can see here, because I mean we can get someone potentially much better than Kadri. Nudivara doesn't want a re-signing. Perron rejected as well, and Smith did not reject. So it looks like we actually I want to make sure that Markstrom is still locked in for a year. Oh, Markstrom needs to be re-signed. I definitely want to re-sign Markstrom. I'd say 7.5 for 4 years. He has been clutch for us. We'll re-sign our AHL starter as well, assuming that he wants that role. I'll sign... I don't want to sign Zykov yet. So that makes things a little bit tougher. Nudivara really doesn't seem to want to make a deal with me, which is... I'll give him a 1-year deal here and see kind of where we're at from there. Perron wanted a better deal. We gave him exactly what he wanted, but I'll go maybe 6.95 maybe. I don't really feel comfortable giving him that good of a deal, but I'd like to at least keep one of those starting guys. Nudivara still says no, and Perron also still says no. Markstrom does resign, and McIntyre does not. So McIntyre is what, the AHL starter? Why Why? Why do you have to be difficult like that? Why do you have to be like that? How's that? How's that for an offer? How much cap do we have left? Like, I want to have like 20K or so. Yeah. 2.42. And Perron, I'll give you 7.2. I really don't want to give him that much. Like, he had a good season last season. Okay, so Perron says yes. McIntyre still says no. Who does this guy think he is, asking for a contract any bigger than this? Screw you, buddy. Where are you? Screw you. Release. Thinks 72 overall, thinks he can ask for a contract any bigger than what he's getting. Get out of here. This is the tough choice. Is to decide if I want to keep Kadri, and I don't want to keep Kadri. Not for the price that he's asking for. My boy Nudie just doesn't want to re-sign with me. 2 years for 2.42. Like, I can't do any better for someone that's that garbage. I just can't. Nudivara renews, and we're heading into free agency. So we'll have to re-sign some coaches and stuff as well. We're gonna have to make sure we do that. Here we are at free agency. So actually so we've got some interesting free agents here for sure. Barbashev is one that I'm definitely going to be interested in looking at. A couple people here actually I'm going to kind of take a look at. We've got about 16 million in cap space, so we can get two very good players here, at least two. So we're definitely going to want to keep an eye on that. I just kind of want to see, in terms of contracts, exactly who, what we're looking at here. So we definitely need some center depth. Strome had a really bad year, and now Kadri is also gone, so we're definitely looking for a good center. We don't need any more depth in terms of left wingers, and honestly our right wingers are quite okay as well. Defensemen are an issue as of right now. And goalies are not an issue right now. So I'd say we want to look for definitely a centerman that's really good, at least one. And then maybe if we, depending on how many centers we decide to get, we're going to want to look for maybe a words. Words are so difficult, apparently. Some defensemen if we don't end up signing a decent looking couple decent looking centers here. So I'm thinking of maybe going Couturier. How many teams interested? Only 2 teams interested right now. I'll give him 6.65 for 4 years. He'll be about 33 when he's done. I think I'll definitely give him that. And let's see if there's maybe a lower tier kind of player. Yarncroc would be an interesting one. Let's see what we have for defensemen, though. Obviously, McAvoy would be a great option. He wants 4 years for $7.575 million a year. He is quite young. Or we could go. I don't want to get Bufflin for sure. Okay, let's just go for it here. Give McAvoy an offer, and we'll just. Oh, we can't. I don't have the right picks because he's a restricted free agent. Okay. Ristolainen is also another interesting one at 6.6 for 5 years. I'll give him 6.725 for 5 years. and we'll kind of wait on these picks to go through, and if we get both of them, we'll kind of go from there. So Nudi, Vara, and Strome for a second and a third. No, I don't feel comfortable taking a deal like that just yet until I know whether I want to tank or not. People really want Nudi, Vara, which is interesting to me. Ristolainen and Couturier both go with another team. Well, now we have to stop the bleeding here. There's probably not very many good centermen left. Bergeron is an interesting one. He's pretty old, which is making me think no on him. Hurdle is another interesting one. He wants a bit of a longer deal than I'd like to give him. What if I do 6.7 for 4 years? Well, I mean, he's only 28, actually. Yeah, okay, let's give Hurdle an offer. Let's go for defenseman here. Who do we have left for defenseman? Byfuglien is the best kind of defenseman that we could really get here. I wouldn't be comfortable offering him more than a 1-year deal. Which I think I may actually do. I think I might give him a deal and maybe Sandin a deal. So let me give... He wants more money for a 1-year deal, though. If I give him $6 million for a year, then give Sandin $5 million for 4. I don't even know if we... Hope we don't have the friggin' draft picks to get Sandin. Okay. Yarmelson is a little bit too old. Oh, we are in a bad way here. Could go for a guy like Leddy. Could go for a guy like Nurse. Nurse is probably our best option as of right now, just based off of age and things like that. That's a lot to give an 83 overall, though. I'd offer him that much and just barely that much. I'm hoping that we get these players. Man, this is... I think we might have to have a tank season this season. To be completely honest with you guys, I think we may have to tank this season. Nurse goes with another team. Please. Please don't tell me all of these guys go with other teams. Hurdle and Byfuglien all go to Detroit. Ugh. Okay. We'll give Bergeron 1. That's $7 million, so we've got about $9 million left. I don't want to give Kapanen I don't want to give any of these guys anything. I'd love to get Sandin if I could, but it's just not in the friggin' cards, man. Oh man, none of these offers are any good. This sucks heavy. Like, we don't need somebody that's great. I'm just not looking to give somebody that's cheeks such a good amount of money. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, there's no young 80 overalls around. This is the youngest 80 overall player. Oh my god, I need draft picks to get him. I mean, at this point, we are... Is Bergeron really going to go with a different team, too? Oh my god, okay, at least we have friggin' Bergeron. At least you're able to get something. At least we were able to get something for ourselves. I mean, does Kadri want to come back? Kadri finally learned that maybe you should get off his friggin' high horse a little bit? Screw it. I want Trocheck. Screw you, Kadri. Hope you sit there and rot, you absolute idiot. I kind of just want to sign Trocheck to 1 year. 5.35 for 1 year. See if he takes that. And let's see, who else can we maybe give a deal to? Someone maybe a little bit lower money that I can give a deal to? Nobody really that's any good. Greenway is an interesting one. Let's see if there's any interesting centers down the line that aren't going to be worth that much. Is this Jeff Carter? Wow, he's really taken a turn for the worst. I mean, I'll sign Jeff Carter for a year. Maybe sign Yarncroc for a year too as well. We'll see. We'll see from there and see kind of what happens. Yarncroc accepts pretty quickly, actually. Jeff Carter does accept. It's looking like Trocheck might go with a different team. Yeah, so Trocheck goes with a different team. Is Kadri still available? Are we going to be taking Nazem the Dream back here for another year? There's still no teams interested. Let me give you 6.5 mil, just so you maybe get a contract. Do you want to be in the NHL? He's probably going to go to a different team. We probably just spit in his face right there. That was not even close to a good deal for Kadri, but oh my god, he actually accepted it. Okay. So we get Kadri back. We get our center depth back here a little bit. Right at the end here. I can't afford to trade away any defensemen right now. We have so little good defensemen. Our defensive situation is pretty rough currently. Oh my god, there's so many trades coming in. I just don't care. I don't care. Just get me to the next season. Please stop. Please stop. I don't want to get rid of Strome. Well, maybe I do. Strome's been playing like cheeks. We're looking to see what we can maybe trade away, at the start of the season. We'll see what our lines are looking like, see where we're lacking, and see if we can make any improvements here. Or we can just see if we can tank this season. We may not even try to make improvements. We may just say, screw it. This year isn't the year for the cup run. Currently have fewer than 26 players, and our 3 goalies under contract. Our organization must have 26 players. I think it's because of our goalie maybe that we're missing. I think. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tons of centers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, enough wingers. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, enough there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 defensemen. Okay. So we need a goalie and quite a few defensemen still. How is our cap looking? Probably not good, right? Let's see. Let's see who's still in the free agent pool here, if there is anybody. You see some defensemen here. Yeah, no good defensemen. So we're gonna need to kind of make some changes here, make some trades, get some defensemen. Who do we even have that's worth anything on our team right now? We actually have Terry, who is our unsigned defensive prospect, is actually worth quite a bit of trade value. So maybe we'll see if we can just get some run-of-the-mill kind of defenseman for them. Like, how many years left on these contracts? 2 on Larson and 1 on this Mahura guy. So they don't take that trade, but how over the cap are we here? Quite a bit over the cap. I mean, Strome was just a waste of cap at this point. We already have a decent amount of center depth, I believe, as of right now. We're just getting rid of all of our picks, which is It's not the way you should ever do a franchise, but I'm trying to get us a cup win, man. Although I think I've royally chalked that. Fleury is an interesting one that we may be able to look into. I mean, Fleury and Nudivara both are all down in the minors, which is... We have a lot of guys down in the minors that I wasn't expecting to be down there. Okay, well, I'm not paying Nudivara $2 million to sit in the minors, so hopefully they'll take this trade. We cleared quite a bit of cap there, so now let's kind of go and have a look and see how screwed we are now. So we still have 1, 2, 3. So that's our 4. Those are our 4 centers there. So actually, honestly, pretty decent center depth. Those are our 4 left wings there. Okay, left winger depth. Looks like I might be playing 1, 2, 3. So we're missing a right winger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we now have the right amount of defensemen on lock here. So that's good. Looks like we just need a goalie and a right winger now is all we're looking for here. I'm honestly thinking about trading some of our younger guys in the minors. There was one younger guy in the minors that has a decent trade value, Fleury here, and we'll see if we can maybe get a decent looking right winger for him. There's Terry, who we just traded. We're not going to want Terry back, I will say that. I will admit that for sure. Don't really care much for Terry. Fisher with a year left? Sure. That should be... Oh, actually, and if possible, if you have any of them, even if you just give me... Sure. Really? Do I have to give you something in return? What about Zykov? My unsigned starter. Do I have anybody else unsigned that you may want? I'm not giving you any more of my signed players because I'm running so low on any good players that I can trade away. Any unsigned players you want. How about Korolev Beck? How does that sound? You take my boys away from me. Thank you. So now our starting roster should have kind of the right amount of players that we're looking for here. People are a little bit upset that we traded away Fleury. Actually, everybody is upset that we traded away Cale Fleury. So let's see what our lines are going to look like this year. Okay, so Holtz is actually up on the starting line here. Why is Landeskog on the third line? Stop that. What is with these lines right now? Put Kadri up there for starters. Okay, I mean, now everybody's got a 1 overall. I mean, I don't know if Holtz is necessarily ready for first line time. So let's put them in their proper positions. Let's make sure everybody's in kind of the position that they want to be in. So you've got center, left winger, center, and center or right wing. So those guys are all in the right spot. Left winger, right wing. Heinen is more of a center. So let's put Heinen over here. Actually, let's... No, I'd rather have the chemistry than have them be in their completely perfect positions. Okay, I think that looks good. I mean, honestly, not a bad look for the offense. The defense, though, is quite an interesting look. How about that? Sergachev and Ekholm, Barry. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll go with that. I'm not going to bother setting captains or anything. And here we go. Time to see what this season is going to look like for us here. We are what here in... Let's go here. Let's simulate all the way up to January. Obviously, we'll stop the simulation if anything hectic kind of goes on. But again, I'd like to get to the start of the playoffs by the end of this episode, so we'll see how we fare with that. Yeah, we should be good cap wise. I think anyway. I think we should be good cap wise. Guess we'll assign our scouts as well. This is like my least favorite part of every season is assigning all of our scouts. I feel like we're doing it so wrong as well. Like I feel like we're just also. Oh my god, we didn't sign coaches or anything, did we? Ooh, we should probably look into that. We don't have a lot of scouts right now either. We got to re-sign some scouts. Got to re-sign some coaches. That's something we're gonna have to take a look at here. Yeah, we've only got 8 out of 20 possible scouts right now. Go here, confirm that assignment. Go here, confirm his assignment as well. Okay, let's pause this for a second because I definitely do think that we're probably going to want to have, some coaches on deck here. We don't want to be coachless here in our first in our quite an important season. We actually have some decent coaches. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not decent coaches, but we have some good looking coaches. Got about don't honestly know. Honestly, I'm okay with the coaches that we have. I mean, we still have some decent coaches. I mean, we'll see if we end up needing more. I think next year we're going to sign more scouts because we honestly, oh my god, Holtz got 3 points in his first game. Holtz may be the one. He may be the guy that carries us to victory here. Okay, whoa. Start of January, please. Let's start this sim. I'm interested to see how we're going to do. I think we built an interesting team this season. I think we're honestly looking better this season than we did last season. I will say. I think that, we're starting off okay. Obviously, it could change very quickly. But like I said, I think we built a solid team. Raquel is having some ice time concerns. He doesn't think he's getting enough ice time. I didn't honestly mean to pick that we should be playing him more. We'll try to give him some more ice time, though, and that's if he earns it. We're going to have to keep an eye on this, so I'm not going to sim all the way to January. I'm just going to sim a little bit into the future here because honestly our lines are doing really well so far. That was our first loss of the season there against Buffalo. Our team is playing well. Bergeron has 12 points in 8 games. Very, very good looking so far. Raquel is playing a little bit further down. We haven't seen much of Kadri yet, so let's put Raquel up, give him a little bit more ice time, and kind of see where things go from there. Although now I'm sure Kadri is going to be begging for some more ice time. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Actually, let's see, before we do anything, we'll see how many points Raquel has, and then we'll see in a month's time if he's improving where he's at. So Raquel has 5 points in 8 games here. Not great, to be honest. Not great. 5 points in 8 games. For the amount we're paying him, I'm expecting a little bit more than that. And honestly, screw Kadri. Screw him. He left us in the dust. For the hopes of maybe joining a better team, and it didn't happen. So we're currently at the 28th of October, so I think at around the 28th of either November or December, we're going to maybe take a look at the lines and see how things are going. As of right now, I think we're playing well. Raquel is happy that I was able to give him more ice time. Don't make me regret it, please. No morale change for that? Whatever, bro. So our scout thinks that this year's draft class is going to actually be a pretty good one. So coming on the switch of putting Raquel up a line, we did take a couple losses, but that is to be expected throughout the season, that we're not going to win every single game. We still have a very, very good record. We're back on a little bit of a win streak here. Again, I'm not making any assumptions quite yet. Chicago fires their head coach up here pretty much right up before our upcoming game against them, and we get a big dub. against them here. I mean, we are having a stellar start to the season here at 15-3-2, skyrocketing through our division, make that 16-3-2 as we get another big dub. Our first loss in quite a while. There comes against Philly, big old Philadelphia Flyers there. We get a shootout loss against Arizona. I don't think I'm performing to the best of my abilities. I don't want to ask him what he wants from me because is morale going to go down because of that? That's unfortunate, but like I don't want to promise him something because every time they ask for a promise, they want better line chemistry, and as of right now, I don't want to mess with the lines that we have going. I mean, we're taking some more losses here and there, which sucks. Yeah. We know that Detroit's probably a stellar team this year, to be honest. If I remember clearly, Kadri says he's sorry for how he's playing out there. Well, I don't think you have been performing up to any expectations. I thought about it. I think I need better chemistry with my line mates or more ice time. Okay, so we're actually going to switch Rakell out for Kadri. I have more faith right now in Kadri than I do Rakell. I think Kadri has just been... Well, actually, before we make that decision, I'm okay with after Kadri has treated... Ooh, look at Bergeron go. After how Kadri has treated us, I'm honestly okay with saying screw you. Oh my god, Bergeron is holding this team on his back right now. Yeah, Rakell is just not getting any points. He's not having a great year. Honestly, we're making a cup run here this year, more so than any other year this so far, which is definitely saying something considering how crazy of a couple years we've had. Ooh. I don't want to give Holtz first line time, I think. Arvidsson has 24 points to Holtz's 20, and he's on the first line. Rakell is really beginning to worry me. And I'm almost thinking that it may be time to say goodbye to Rakell. I'm going to see how many years left he has in his contract here as I go to maybe trade him away. He has a lot of contract left, and I think that we can get a better player than Rakell. He's having a rough year, I think, mostly due to the fact of just kind of where he is on the team. Where do we have him playing? Where is he playing at right now? So he's a left winger or a center, and we do have him playing as a center. Ooh. Okay. So that's an interesting thought there for sure. Like, we could go for a guy like Hurdle, who is also not doing that well. I'm trying to think of what I can do for Rakell to make him, have a better experience, to make him maybe perform a little bit better, and I honestly can't really think of anything more I can do for him, which kind of makes me upset, honestly. I feel bad because, I mean, he's been with us for quite a while now, and he's been pretty much nothing but great for us, but it's getting to the point now where we're making a run, and we need to see some kind of performance boost out of him, and we're just not seeing anything come out of our investment here. Dylan Strome is an interesting look. 6 million, 25 years old, only a year left. He's gonna want a big contract, but I'm thinking that if they take this deal, ooh, I didn't think they were gonna take that deal right off the rip, to be honest. Okay. So now I think that we maybe want to put in Strome, substitute in all lines. And obviously there's no way in the sweet Lord we're not playing Strome over... I actually didn't see how many points he was getting. Although I think he'll probably do better than Rakell. I'm hoping that he comes onto our team and has a stellar opening couple games. So we'll keep an eye on that. If not, ship him off and get somebody else again. Really no big deal there. There was pretty much the same trade value that Raquel had, and I wouldn't kill me to get rid of him here this year. So definitely keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on our kind of on our record here. Make sure that we're not Dylan Strome. You've literally been with the team for a game, buddy. So he's gonna want more ice time or better line chemistry. So in terms of Dylan, we're gonna work on line chemistry a little bit. Maybe we'll put Holtz down a line again, and then put Strome or put Holtz down a line just to see if we can maybe improve the chemistry there a little bit. So some individual performance things. I mean, Bergeron is probably the biggest pickup in free agency we could have had. He is carrying our team right now for sure. So let's kind of see what we can do here. He wants an improvement to his chemistry, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how I can make that happen. The only way I can make that happen is by putting Heinen up. 14 points. No, I can't in good conscience do that. I'm nervous about this. I think I'm just going to let Strome get mad that we broke the promise. I think that's pretty much all I can do at this point. I don't want to make too many changes. I think we're having an okay season thus far. I mean, 24-8. We're definitely at the top of our kind of division here, and we're going to sim right up to the end of right up to close to the trade deadline here. Dylan Strome was upset that I broke my promise, buddy. You most definitely cannot always get what you want. I think you'll be able to fix your issues on your own. You think you need better line mates? That's ridiculous. You have fantastic line mates in Arvidsson and I don't even know who else. Perron. I mean, Perron maybe not be great, but come on now. You can't blame all your issues on your teammates. I broke my promise with Kadri too. Oh, well, let me tell you why. Because you're not playing well and because you ditched us. I have no loyalty to Kadri anymore. The team needs to be out there more. That's all I have to say. Prove it. Get some more points. You're riding the pine for a reason. There are people that are performing better than you. And it's just as simple as that. Look at our record. The team doesn't need you. I'm being honest. I should have just left you in free agency. You're literally the worst human being I've ever met. Nazem the Dream has definitely been help in the playoffs. And if he's a help in the playoffs this year, I'll take it all back. He can be our star player again. But as of right now, our star player is Bergeron, and he was a free agent signing, and he hasn't complained once because he's getting the points that he needs to get, and he's not complaining, and that's why he's our first-line center. It's just as simple as that. But Kadri's here complaining the whole time, man. Like, get a life, my guy. Get a life. I get it. It sucks being an 85 overall, being a good player, being played on the third line. But he's got good teammates. It's as simple as that. When you have good teammates, there's not much you can do. Look at us. We're 34, 35, 13, and 4 here so far this season. Tell me where we need Kadri on a higher line. He's perfectly fine where he is now. Just take your, what did I give him, $6 million and sit on the third line like a little idiot. I'm a little heated about this right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm telling you, man, Detroit is a powerhouse of a team. I saw the people they picked up. Like, they picked up a lot of the people in free agency that we wanted. And I think they're going to be a pretty scary team here coming into kind of, these upcoming seasons. And so we are here at the trade deadline. I just don't see a reason to make a change still. I'm just going to keep simming. Let's do conservative seller. Let's see, I guess, before we continue to sim, maybe who is available. O'Reilly is an interesting one, but look at his trade value. Same with Tarasenko. Like, all these guys have, a pretty wild trade value. Kapanen is one. Like, a lot of these guys I'm just not overly impressed by. Like, none of those guys are people that I'm, like, thinking, hey, let's put that on the team. Honestly, the person we have up on the block is probably the best one. his trade value is so low, and yet he's putting our team on his back, like just carrying our team through this season is Patrice Bergeron. I think he's on track for probably 100 points this season. I don't know for sure, but I guess we'll see. But I mean, we're on a President's Trophy run right now. I'm not gonna lie, which worries me because when do people that win the President's Trophy ever win the Cup? That worries me a little bit. I'm honestly hoping that maybe someone overtakes us here. I mean, we're beating some of the best teams around us. The Sabres are coming pretty close to us. They're cutting it pretty close, I will admit. We're taking a couple losses here. I mean, we're having a season. We're 47-19-9. An absolutely stellar season on our part here. Make that 49. We may have crafted the team here, ladies and gentlemen. We may have crafted the team. I want to get 50 wins. Give me the 50-win season. Do not choke the 50-win season now. There we go. Give me that last one against the Ducks. Ooh, big loss there against the Ducks. And we start the playoffs. Or we will start the playoffs against Edmonton. So let's see how we finish this season. Let's go and see who was the team leader for points. Bergeron only finished with 84 points. He's actually gone downhill quite a bit, from an 88 to an 86. This is why we only signed him to a one-year deal. We knew that this is probably going to be one of his last seasons. We didn't want to get stuck with a burnt-out Bergeron. He started off the season very well. Absolutely no complaints. I'm glad we had him. And let's see. We tie for first in the league. Just obviously Pittsburgh gets it because they have more regulation wins. But I'd say that's a very good season right there. I'm not gonna lie. We played really well. Stellar, actually, a very good season. Now it's just to see if we can turn that good season into a Stanley Cup win. I guess we'll figure that out in the next episode, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, interact with me in any way you would care to do so. I'm really enjoying making these franchise episodes. We've had some crazy ones. Seems like every episode has just been up and down, and twist and turn. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys.